This training video is designed to show you how to use the monthly plan of care for your clients. The monthly plan of care is due no later than the 5th of each month for each client. Each DSP is responsible for having the discussion with their client and guardian if needed to develop the plan of care for each month. The plan of care should be completed for every client that you work with and should be developed on shift. It is a required part of the DSP role and is subject to performance review. I'll show you what it is in just a second, but essentially the monthly plan of care tells us at the office how you and the client and possibly the client's guardian are planning to work on goals for the month and what you guys are going to be focused on while on shift. Since we are not able to be in the home with you, this allows us, this allows caseworkers and the state to ensure that we are all on the same page for what is happening on shift. So we're going to go ahead and log in. All right, so now we are at the DSP dashboard. You are going to scroll past the clock ins and you are going to go here to plan of care and you are going to hit the most recent one. Typically this is going to be whatever month that we are in, but this is the most recent one that I have. All right, and now we are at the plan for care. Once again, this is due by the 5th of each month and you must do it for every client. So first things first, we're going to look at this first question. What goals will you be working on with the client this month? So while you're on shift, you need to sit down with the client and or the client's guardian and ask, what do we want to focus on? This could be an ISP goal that is already stated, or this could be something that is not an ISP goal. All right, so for this example, we are going to say that the client wants to learn how to cook. Typically, you will have more than just this one goal, but for this example, that's all we'll use. Are these goals listed on the client's ISP? I'm going to say no to show you a second pop-up. Why have I chosen these goals to work on? So something that you might be able to say is, this is the client's wishes. And you might be able to link this to a different ISP goal. For example, the client wants to learn how to live more independently, and this is one of those skills. Okay, now that we've got that filled out, how will you be addressing the needs to support this goal? So what this question is asking is, what will you do while you are there to help encourage the client to, for our example, cook more independently? Something that you might be able to say is showing them how to safely use an oven, how to safely cut food. You might also be wanting to educate them on food safety, for example, how to handle raw meat. All right, once that's done, the next question is, do you foresee any barriers to achieving these goals? Almost always, your answer needs to be yes. And the reason for that is we are human. We are not perfect. We are never going to ease into something perfectly. If you don't think that on the surface there's not going to be any issues with your client, think about it from a different aspect. For example, my client might like trying new foods and really like the prep work, but doesn't really like working around a cluttered kitchen and can sometimes get overwhelmed. That might be a barrier that the client has, working through that overwhelm. So then to answer the question, what would be helpful to you? We know our client can get overwhelmed by a messy kitchen. So something that may be useful would be requesting resources on making a cleaning checklist. Additionally, resources on how to best self-regulate, such as breathing exercises to reduce anxiety, could be helpful. All right, scrolling down, next is the comment section. This one is the only box that is not required. You can maybe put something that you are proud of the client for the progress that they have made, but that is everything for that plan of care, and we are going to hit submit. All right, and we are all done. Once again, please remember that these are due before the 5th of every month. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a great day.